We are back, 8:14. Your health, and this morning, an important topic affects millions of women, menopause. A new survey from Ohio State University finds the majority of women, 61%, believe menopause will hit them in their 40s, but some are actually experiencing symptoms a lot earlier, in their 30s sometimes, the stage that's called perimenopause. So here with everything we need to know, NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar. Nat, good morning. We hear a lot about menopause, not as much about perimenopause. Menopause's little cousin. What do we need to know about it?
So I think the first thing to communicate is that it's not a universal experience, right? We were just talking, every woman is going to go through this in a slightly different fashion. But by definition, perimenopause is this transitional time before menopause, which is defined as 12 months without a period, where your ovaries are producing less hormones, specifically estrogen and progesterone. And some women find this happening already in their 30s and their 40s. Typically, it can last a couple of years, but it can actually last up to 10 years in some people. So it can be pretty, impactful.
So when people are being like, menopause, are they really talking about perimenopause? So is that when all the symptoms are?
So the interesting thing is that perimenopausal symptoms are very similar to menopausal symptoms. And one of the first symptoms to happen is an irregular period. And if you're in your 30s, you may actually think that you're pregnant when in fact your period is just starting to fluctuate. It can get really heavy or it can become very light. People will experience what are called the vasomotor symptoms, hot flashes, night sweats, sleep problems like insomnia, and never to dismiss, as we talked earlier, also depression, anxiety, mood swings. Those sort of more emotional, psychological symptoms can really impact women quite a lot.
The good news is there are ways, ever increasing ways, to manage these symptoms.
Right.
I mean, I spoke to my OBGYN. She's like, look, if your symptom comes up, we knock it down. It's like you're playing a little whack-a-mole, but there are things you can do.
Right. And I think that's a really apt way to describe it, Savannah, because what most experts will say is that, number one, it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's very much symptom-driven, and it's also driven by a woman's medical history. So some of the most popular treatments now, of course, are hormone therapies, estrogen and progestin in different combinations, different routes, for example, by mouth or patch or gel, certain antidepressants, certain anti-seizure medications like gabapentin, which is used off-label for pain, can also help with hot flashes. I tell a lot of women I'm giving them gabapentin for pain. It might help their hot flashes. And then there's also a non-hormonal treatment that was approved by the FDA 2 years ago also for night sweats. And never, ever, ever discount how much your behavior can impact. So what we're talking about here is really prioritizing your sleep hygiene, diet and exercise, and specifically with diet, high fiber, high protein, calcium, vitamin D, and limiting caffeine, sugar, and alcohol can all make a huge difference. In this survey, Savannah, only 52% of women said that they thought exercise and diet could help their menopausal symptoms. We want that number to go way, way up because, again, this is something that is in a woman's own control, is non-pharmacologic, and can really make a big difference.
All right, Dr. Azar, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.